In a fiery and unsparing television interview, Barrister Kenneth Okonkwo, Nollywood veteran turned politician and member of the African Democratic Congress, ADC National Working Committee, delivered a scathing assessment of President Bola Tinubu's administration, declaring that Nigeria cannot survive another 4 years under his leadership. Okonkwo, speaking passionately on a popular current affairs program, painted a grim picture of the country's economic and security situation. He highlighted alarming debt servicing figures, stating that with revenue of about 13 trillion naira, nearly 9 trillion goes into debt service. He further noted that last year alone, Nigeria spent $5.2 billion on debt servicing while continuing to borrow more. Nigeria cannot survive another 4 years of Tinubu. That I can assure you, Okonkwo asserted.
You said Nigeria cannot survive another 4 years
of Tinubu. That I can assure you, because if we have like 13 trillion naira as revenue, we use almost 9 trillion to service debt.
Last year,
yes,
Barrister Kenneth.
Yes.
Last year we spent $5.2 billion.
Yes.
On debt, $1 billion on debt servicing.
Very correct. And we're borrowing more. So how can we survive?
Okay, but here's the question.
Yes.
With these heavyweights joining, as I use the word, advisedly, heavyweights, because the three leading contenders in 2023, they're all in one place now, apart from Tinubu.
Yes.
So, are you sure the ADC can actually win? They can unseat, be honest with Nigerians.
Yes.
Can the ADC, this coming together of this, heavyweights?
Yes.
Because the fear is that once the tussle for the candidacy goes one way or the other, which is true, which is going to be that there'll be fragmentation again. What do you think?
There will be no fragmentation. ADC, when we were forming the coalition and we're negotiating, they say it's dead on arrival. I told them, somebody that has not arrived cannot die. We arrived. And today, all the three opposing forces in 2022 are now together as one. If they are sure they will not lose, they should leave ADC alone and go and compete in the field. ADC will win. And we will win outlandishly. I can tell you one thing. Most of the governors of APC, they are working for ADC. They are there for self-preservation and they are there for the money. Some of them will tell you that if you go become APC member, they will give you billions. If you've not heard it, I've heard it. I let them go and collect their own billions. Some of them will say, if I don't declare now, they will use the state against me. Did you not hear from Bala Mohammed that saying that he's going to declare war? That is he by force? That why they are arresting his commissioners and other things is because he refused to join APC. He said it clearly. So I'm quoting people. So please, all these things, they are the result of intimidation and manipulation. And the people are not defecting. So during the time of the election, you hear it. By the grace of God. And I'm saying this on the authority of heavens. By the grace of God.
But God does not vote. It's people that vote.
God created the people that vote. And they say the thought of the man is in the hand of God.
Now, what are your feelers from across Nigeria, the 6 geopolitical zones? Does the president really stand a chance in the 6? Give us brief analysis from the 6.
The geopolitical zones.
Yes.
1, he has lost the north, 100%.
You think so? You said the north.
Yes. Northeast, northwest, north central. Are you from Benue? Are you eating through the nose that your people are dying every day? That even America is coming to fight for you? Benue Plateau. Because these are the epicenters. And you want to vote for the same government that cannot protect your security? Are you from Niger? Terrorists are blowing bridges in Niger. Are you going to vote for the same government? Kwara State that used to be peaceful. Insurgents now are collecting taxes from people in Kwara State. Same thing with Kogi. Which other state is remaining? Nasarawa? Under attack. So, FCT here, under attack. Haven't you heard about one chance killing people? Now, which other state is remaining in North Central? Kogi. Made up of Christians. That's what I'm saying. I just told you what is happening in Niger, in Kwara, in every of the state. Who will vote for him? Then that means North Central is gone. Then Northeast. Is it where they are massacring our men, Boko Haram resurgent?
Of the vice president.
You say what?
Vice president.
The vice president that is selling puff, they've not even allowed him to sell puff. Now, the Muslim ticket, The ulamas have said that it is a haram to vote for Muslim ticket. So Northwest is gone. The Lakarawa is now in charge of Northwest. So is it Lakarawa you're going to vote for? Because a vote for Tinubu is a vote for Lakarawa.
Down south now. South,
now.
Southwest, Southsouth.
Good. Now, Southeast. Till today, we have only 2 substantive ministers. The Constitution said we should produce 5 at least.
1 per state.
Good. We have only 2. Minister of Works. And the other minister. Because even the science and technology, that's the only 2. Ogun State has 3. The whole South has only 3 substantive ministers. Ogun State only has 3. So are you saying that anybody with his right senses from Southeast or South will go and vote for Tinubu? Some of the leaders in Southeast, they say that they are doing Izumunne and that they have endorsed Tinubu. If you heard it, when they said Izumunne, that's when I know that God even has a way of bringing out the truth from people when they don't know. In Igbo land, what we have is Izumunna or Izumuada, Izumuopo. Izumunne is for children drinking milk from their mother's breast. So these people, without knowing it, has admitted that all of them are forming this thing, endorsing Tinubu because they are drinking from the feeding bottle of Tinubu.
So it's for personal benefit.
And
now.
They are scavenging on the rotten crumbs that falls from Tinubu's table. Can't you see how when people would say city boys, can't you see how the Igbos reject them? You know why? It's an insult to Indi Igbo. Do you know why we wear our Isiago? We wear our Isiago because we go to hunt our food in dignity like the lions and we eat fresh meat. We don't scavenge like vultures. Those Izumunne politicians that purportedly endorse Tinubu, they are political scavengers that are scavenging from the rotten crumb that falls from Tinubu's table. They are political children drinking from the feeding bottle of Tinubu. We are Igbo. I would rather starve and die in dignity than to scavenge from the rotten crumb that fall from Tinubu's table. We are Igbo. We hunt for our food and we eat it fresh. We go to the streets and we hunt our food, even if it's selling pure water. We do it in dignity and we eat our food fresh as lions. We are not vultures. We are men and we discharge ourselves as men. Both women in Igbo land, they discharge themselves as men. That's why when you're a woman and you get to a certain level culturally, they will ordain you to become a man. We are our Isiago. We eat our food that we hunt for ourselves. Throughout my life, it has been with my talent and skill that I hunt for my food and eat it fresh. I shall never, ever scavenge for rotten crumbs. I am Igbo and I'm blessed. Those people that say they have endorsed Tinubu, sorry, they are Tinubu slaves, not genuine Igbo people.
I don't want to respond to this, but the Deputy Speaker of the House of Reps,
yes,
Benjamin Kalu, says nobody has supported the Southeast like Tinubu, that he has funded Southeast Development Commission and all of that, so that's a counter narrative. But let's leave that. Two more.
Well, thank you for telling me to leave that.
Two more.
Because you have said he has funded. Let me see their projects.
Two more questions.
Yes. Scavengers, political scavengers.
You have defended the opposition so strongly. You've spoken so passionately about opposition, the chances and all of that. In your heart of hearts, Kenneth Okonkwo, in your very heart of hearts, do you think ADC have what it takes? It has what it takes to unseat Tinubu 2027.
You have asked this question like 3 times.
I'm asking it again. For the umpteenth time.
And I'm answering you for the umpteenth time, yes.
Okay.
And that is why they are jittery.
Okay.
What they want to do is to abort ADC, not to contest. Okay. As long as there is a contest, Tinubu is gone.
Brilliant. Now, this is on a lighter note as we tidy up. I saw you yesterday at the premises of Alhaji Atiku Abubakar.
Oh, okay.
Dancing at Tilogu so seriously, so nicely. I was like, wow, I didn't know my friend can dance like this. What's going on? Because, mind you, this Atiku Abubakar, you attacked, not I take that, but not attack. You criticized him harshly in the run-up to 2023 elections and all of that. What's going on?
Good. Atiku Abubakar was in PDP.
Yes.
I was in Labour Party. Were you expecting me to buy him a thank you card?
That's why I said criticized. I took back the word.
Thank you very much.
Took that back.
Which party is Atiku Abubakar this
ADC.
time? Which party I am?
ADC.
Good. Whoever comes out as the presidential candidate of ADC, I shall support. I told you that.
Are you from Enugu? Because
Yes,
it was a delegation of Enugu people.
Yes,
and all
that's why they invited me, just as an observer, because I'm a member of the National Working Committee. And because they say their intent is to police the polling booths to ensure that votes are not manipulated, I got very interested because we must defend our votes. And I really appreciate the young men that are organizing themselves to defend their votes. And I'm happy that it's starting from Enugu State. So as a member of NWC, many of our leaders that is having something like that, and I'm invited, I will attend and give my own moral support.
Okay, brilliant, brilliant. Thank you so much, Barrister Kenneth. It's been a wonderful time, having this conversation. And I'm sure we'll do this,